With me, Mr. Modi, also thank you for joining us live here on Breaking Ground. Sir, I want to start with the big picture here, which is white-collar ecosystem existing. You have these terrorists who've embedded themselves into hospitals, into medical universities and colleges as doctors. This is a huge challenge for the security system, isn't it?
लेकिन अभी जो है सारी एजेंसीज मिल
All right, we're going to go back to Mr. Modi in a moment from now, but I also have Anoushka joining me live from outside the Al-Falah University. Anoushka, one of the key missing links in terms of more information is on Shaheen, Dr. Shaheen. The woman, her car was the car in which explosives were found. There are raids taking place at that university as we speak. Tell us more about Dr. Shaheen and tell us more about the raids that are taking place at the university.
Vedika, what we do know by now is Shaheen is the female colleague of Muzammil Shakil, who was in fact working here for the past 3.5 years, and he was working as a senior doctor in this university premises. We'll try to show you some visuals also. Right now, what we do know is that the Faridabad police has in fact reached here at this site and is in fact raiding this university. One key question that remains is, were there no security checks that was done, no background checks on the doctor, that was in fact here and was teaching students for the past 3.5 years. One thing that we do know is that few kilometers from here is the rented accommodation of Muzammil Shakil, where he used to go to and fro from, Shaheena's car, who's the female accomplice of, Muzammil Shakil. After that, what we do know is that she was the one also, she was also, in fact involved in the organizations and all the workings of Muzammil Shakil and his accomplices, from where the Jammu Kashmir team and also the Haryana police in a joint operation confiscated 2,900 kilograms of explosives and ammunition that was in fact recovered from the house. This is the university premises where right now the raids is going on. Also, the Faridabad police is combing. Nearly 800 of the police officials are combing every nook and corner of this police station and the area all around Faridabad, because this is barely a few kilometers from the national capital. And the day the raids happened and the day the news got out that this raid has happened and Muzammil Shakil was indeed arrested and was detained by the police, and the interrogation was in fact going on in this case. We saw the blast that happened in Chandni Chowk. We did see that in this whole case where this blast happened. Umar Muhammad, who is the key conspirator in this blast, who was in fact also suspected that he was driving the car when the blast happened. He is a close accomplice of Umar Muhammad, who is a close accomplice of Muzammil Shakil. He is also, he was working in close coordination with each other, and they were in fact planning to hatch this plan. Imagine 2,900 kilograms of explosives that was found in Faridabad, so to the national capital. And on the day the news got out, we saw the blast that happened in Chandni Chowk. All this seems like a very thought out plan, because the blast also happened during 6 p.m. in the evening, when there is a lot of traffic, a lot of congestion in Chandni Chowk, which is a very iconic place in Delhi NCR. And we saw that 9 people lost their lives, and also more than 20 people are right now injured and are receiving treatment in the nearby hospital. This is the Al-Falah University, where from the past 3.5 years, Muzammil Shakil was working as a senior doctor, and his female accomplice was also here. The swift car that has been detained by the Haryana police is said to be of the female colleague. Also, she is a key conspirator in this whole case, and she was also in fact involved in the goings of how the operation was in fact going on. Right now, we are showing you the visuals of the Faridabad police, who has just left the university premises after the raids that went on for almost 2 to 3 hours. Also, in this whole case, this university also plays a key role as to how some person who was in fact amassing such huge amount of explosive was in fact living here inside the premises of the campus and was going to and fro to his rented accommodation where he was living, and he was storing all that explosive items and all that arms and ammunition that was recovered by the Jammu and Kashmir police and the Haryana police in a joint operation. Now we are seeing that this has become an umbrella investigation where several of the key top agencies have taken up the case and are in fact studying and investigating as to how what was the route exactly? When did the car enter Delhi NCR?
Right.
Saying that in 8 in the morning.
Right. I'm